Hey guys, Steve Page here from Giant Partners, the #1 digital marketing agency. Today we're going to go over part 4 of our 10-part series. That is growth through content, leveraging content marketing to grow your email list. This is part 4 of our 10-part series. We're going to go over today all the pieces of content that you could promote and create to drive people to your website or your page to then convert them to an email sign up or a text message sign up. Just a piece of first party data that you can use for multiple marketing and business purposes from here until they unsubscribe. Before we dive into part 4, growing your list through content marketing, we'll go over a quick recap of what we've gone over so far in this series. Part 1, we went over why it's important to grow your email list. One of the big things there is the difference between rented space. So all your Instagram followers, TikTok followers, Facebook, YouTube, they could kick you off the platform anytime you want. But if you actually capture an email list, that's your data. You could move that wherever you want and email or text those people, whatever platform you want for future business. Doesn't really matter what platform you're on. You become a lot more powerful and you own that data yourself. Part 2, we're talking about offers that convert. That's a really important part of this. What's a piece of content is going to get them interested enough to give them your email address? We're going to go over a little bit about that. We're going to go over that a little bit today as well with the content marketing piece. And part 3 is optimizing your sign up forms and landing pages. Where are you going to send these people? Once you drive traffic or get their attention, where are you going to send them so that they actually give your email address or phone number or their information that they hold valuable? You got to make sure it's easy for them to give it to you. Now, that said, leads us to part 4. We're talking about the power of content marketing. We're going to first define content marketing, why it's important in your digital strategy, and the role it plays in your list building. So what is content marketing? Content marketing is the art of creating, publishing, and sharing valuable content tailored to attract, engage, and retain an audience. Strategy focuses on establishing expertise, enhancing brand presence, and keeping your audience engaged over time. You can see an example of what we've done in Giant Partners before, the wide array and the types of content we've promoted out there to get people's attention and get our potential customers' attention too. You want to make sure that content or that offer is geared towards the people you actually want to work with or sell your product or service to. So you can see here we've done ebooks, guides, infographics, courses, quizzes, blogs, videos, podcasts, you name it, we've done it. And one of the reasons it's key in your digital strategy is it's not just putting content out there, hoping for the best. What this also does is helps you build organic traffic in multiple places. It really helps with your SEO strategy and getting free traffic from the many search engines out there. And that's not just Google search or Bing search in the search engine. It also includes YouTube. Social media has search capabilities as well. Podcasts, people search for the problem they're trying to solve. You want to see if you can show up as well. And that piece of content that you can create can be the thing that shows that gets them interested in what you have to offer. So you can see here's a strategic approach designed to attract new visitors, engage them deeply, convert them into loyal customers. It supports those SEO efforts by generating backlinks, enhancing online visibility, thereby building trust and establishing authority in your industry. Not only is it building authority for you yourself as a content creator, but if those people are linking to your website, sharing your website as well, that brings up your website's authority and your brand authority and trust, which will help you rank better and generate traffic over time. As you can see here, just more examples from GP, some of the content we've created as blog posts that generate traffic, images that show up organically, videos that show up in SEO on YouTube, on Google, as well as on Apple Podcasts. So there's many places you can show up when people search for you, and you want to make sure you're there when they're searching for them. Content marketing can be a valuable tool to grow your email list. By offering valuable content in exchange for email sign up, you can convert your audience from casual visitor to committed subscriber. Whether it's through downloadable guides, videos, insider updates, every piece of content should have a purpose towards building. So one of the things we do again, so people visit our website, if you can drive into our website from other channels or organically, we'll have different methods of trying to capture them, whether it's a pop-up sign-up form, maybe a slide-in. You can see here down below a little slide-in image to get some sort of resource that's related to the piece of content. For our blog posts, we always have us subscribe to our blog widget in the sidebar bar or in the footer on mobile. So we want to make sure we're always getting someone to opt into the list so we can capture data and then hopefully turn them into a customer. So one of the big pieces of content that we're going to talk about today is blogs and how you can use blogs to attract subscribers. We're talking about how you can create these blog ideas to find out what your audience is looking for and creating content around it to drive traffic. strategic integration of those sign up prompts. So it looks good. It also doesn't interrupt the user too much. So it's still a nice user experience on the website where they're reading your blog as well. And we go through some examples of successful blogs that have worked really well, what they're doing. You can take some of those examples and apply them to your business's blog as well. So these days, there's so many ways to create blog ideas. There's so many great tools out there. The key is to create content that your audience finds valuable enough to want more of it. So you want to make sure you're not just creating content that's irrelevant or not that helpful for your audience to know. You want to make sure you're answering their questions and solving their problems. Those are the big two things you want to know when you're creating this content. One of the tools that you can do this to get a ton of ideas of what your customers are asking and what they need help with. A tool like Answer the Public, it'll create an array of content ideas just based off a short phrase or what your service is or your product is. It'll create tons of ideas based off of that. And these days, there's tons of tools in the AI space. Free tools like Google Gemini and ChatGPT. There's also free tools out there. You can just search free AI SEO tools and see if there's more. There's tons of them out there. But you can see here's just an example how you can create some blog ideas for an HVAC business. The prompt is, can you create a table for me of blog topics for my HVAC business along with keywords to include in a blog and anything else that will help with SEO. You can see the blog topics it helped create, some of the keywords to optimize the content for, as well as just some tips when you're creating the content, what to include as well, whether it's content in the header tags, the keywords in the content, backlinks as well. You can see the ChatGPT example, very similar, and other tips it offers. But it's good to see both these tools, see what they say, and you can apply some of them or all of them to your content. So once you start creating content and start getting traffic to your site, now you want to be able to capture their email addresses, maybe a phone number as well. So you want to integrate these sign up prompts effectively within your blog, more than just placing it on the articles. You want to integrate it in a way so that your users actually see them and they potentially want more of this content that helps them as well. You can embed these sign up forms. You can use sidebar widgets, exit intent pop-ups. You want to make sure it's visually appealing and provides a clear value proposition. The examples that we've done is some from HubSpot. HubSpot's really good at this. You'll see in the example in a little bit of how HubSpot creates these really relevant pieces of content based on the topic of the blog post. So you'd see here this article from HubSpot. It's one of the most successful marketing blogs pretty much ever in history. The top types of AI generated content in marketing, new data examples and tips. And here's one of the call to actions they have. Download now 100 free ChatGPT prompts, free ChatGPT guide. So the topic is about AI, and ChatGPT is a huge well-known tool in AI. So this is the resource that they're trying to get you to download. You have to fill this form out in order to get it. But you can see how it's really related to the blog post. It's nicely integrated. You can keep reading really easily, but you can see these prompts for more information or for more content. They have them and nicely laid out so that they can capture an email address. And then you could also get helpful information that applies to this similar topic that you're obviously interested in. Otherwise, why would you be on this blog in general? Next, we're talking about videos. Videos are not going anywhere. It's one of the best ways you can show up and go viral, reach a ton of people with one video if you happen to strike gold like that. But also, videos are really good at being able to break up and post in multiple places. So a long form video can be broken up into clips. It can be made to a blog post. It can be put on social media in multiple channels. It really helps you create content, tons of content just from one piece, one video that you create. So we're going to go over today a little bit of a way to create engaging video content, how to get subscribers off of that content, and then also just some successful video marketing so you can start creating videos yourself and marketing them and hopefully grow your list and grow your business. So the main things you could do when creating engaging video content is creating video content that captivates, hold the audience's attention and involves the understanding of what resonates with them. One of the big factors in the video algorithms is getting people to stay. So if they're watching your videos and leaving right away, that's not a good signal. It's not going to get shown to more people. So if you keep people on your video for longer and longer, these algorithms in YouTube, Instagram, TikTok see that people like it and are watching it. So they'll show it to more people and you'll reach more people for free. So you want to start with a clear, compelling storytelling. You want to start with clear, compelling storytelling, whether it's educational content, tutorials, behind the scenes insights. Ensure that your video delivers value and utilize high quality visuals, clear audio, and keep the pace. utilizing high quality visuals and clear audio, and keep the pacing energetic to maintain viewer interest. And how can we capture some emails or text messages or just some data off of these videos as well? There's a few ways, like in YouTube, you can have these calls to actions at the end of your video. So you can see here, you could subscribe to them on YouTube. You could buy merchandise. You can watch next week's and last week's video. YouTube allows you to have these boxes that you can take people to links. So you can take them to a sign up form to subscribe via email or text. Maybe there's another video or behind the scenes of the video that makes them want to enter their email address or their information to get something that's like a bonus feature, and also in the descriptions. So a lot of these profiles and a lot of these platforms allow you to have links to sites in the description. You can see this example. But then there's also links to their Spotify's, their social medias, and other links. But you can also have it linked to your blog or subscribe to your newsletter, enter your email for this specific piece of content that you're offering that you mentioned in the video as well. So if in the video you talked about links in the description to get this asset or get this specific thing, you want to make sure those descriptions are verbal during the video as well, because otherwise people aren't going to know where to go or know where it is. So if you're in the video like this, you want to be sure, link in the description to get the guide. If I was going to make a call to action, I would say, this is part 4 of our 10-part series. For this full ebook download, click the link in our description and you can download it today and you get all 10 parts right now for free. So you say something like that in the video so that someone knows where to go, where to look during the video as well. And you could also, another audio thing you could do is you could tell them to go to a website. So I haven't made this URL yet, but if I said to get the complete 10-part series in a downloadable PDF format, go to giantpartners.com/email and it'll take you to the form to fill it out and get the whole guide for free. So like that, really easy to remember, easy to type in address so someone can just put it on their phone, or you can have that link in the description as well. Put it in multiple places, make it easy as possible for someone to go and actually do the action that you want them to do. And if you want to learn to make the best videos, look at the best YouTube creator of all time, Mr. Beast. Not only do his videos get tons of views and has a ton of subscribers, but also he goes on tons of interviews just telling him his process, what he does to make his videos go viral, get tons of engagement, how he tests thumbnails, his ways to keep people watching. Look at his YouTube channel, see what he does. But then also you can Google him in multiple places. You can see his interviews, how he tells you to be a good video creator. And in order to be one of the best or be your best, you could learn from the best. And he offers tons of insight completely for free that you could easily find. So you want to take a look at what he's doing and then apply that to your videos if you start making them. All right, next piece of content and last piece of content we're going to talk about are podcasts. Podcasts are a audio format you can listen to on multiple platforms like Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And it's really easy for people to digest and do other things. Like if they're working or driving their car, people listen to podcasts more and it's growing like crazy. And again, just like a video, it can be created into multiple pieces of content. So let's say you do a podcast, you can post the audio on those Apple Podcasts or Spotify. People can listen to it as a podcast, or you do a podcast and you film it. You could put that video on your YouTubes, your channels, your video players, your website, turn that into a blog. But it's all about that, turning that long form piece of content into multiple pieces, and it'll help you fuel your content marketing efforts. So we're going to go over how you can choose those engaging topics, just like we did with the blogs, for example, how to promote those email signups during those episodes, and then leveraging guest influence as well. So you want to select topics that are not only interesting for your target audience, but also encourage ongoing dialogue. Keep your podcast fresh and relevant by tapping into current trends and topics. Then as you grow and actually have subscribers, you can just do surveys. You could link to a survey, see what they want to learn next. You can have them comment or leave a review and then mention other things that they're interested or want to hear. Getting this feedback is super helpful for you making your current audience happy, but also tapping into new audiences as well. Then one other just simple thing you could do as well is just see what the popular shows are talking about. If there's subjects that are really resonating or really popular, see what they're doing. Then also go into your own category, whatever your science, business, and other multiple categories in the podcast space. See what the most popular ones are in that space, and then see what they are talking about. And then create some topics around that. And then you should be able to leverage or piggyback off of that popular momentum as well. So how do you take someone from a podcast to eventually have them take action, or you can capture their email address or some sort of data capture on your end? So you want to make sure you have a call to action in the beginning, middle, and end so that they can remember it. Whether they're driving in their car, they're not going to be able to type something in versus being on their laptop and then listening on their phone. So that's a little different. So you want to make sure that offer, that piece of content, or that thing you want them to do is memorable. So you do it multiple times to the episode so that they remember, whether it's early access episodes, bonus content, special discounts that they're offering. You want to make sign up easy, providing a simple, memorable URL because there's only so much they'll remember. You don't want to make it too long and complicated. For example, us at giantpartners.com, you would say something like giantpartners.com/email, and that would be more easily memorable versus giantpartners.com/email-marketing-guide-01. That would be really long. No one will remember that. So you want to make it easy to remember. And then also you want to potentially create a page for that so that it shows up. If someone Googles it, that'll show up as well. So if it's like giantpartners.com/podcast, and maybe there's a list of episodes and links that they can look at and then click into the description. So podcasts also have descriptions and show notes that you can link to other websites and pages that you talked about on the episode. So it can make it really easy. So someone can go back, look at the links that you talked about, and then click through those as well. So you could always say, take a look at our show notes. We'll have a link in there as well. So you could have, again, multiple places, whether it's audio or they go back and look at the show note and click it on their phone or their laptop. You just want to make it easy and as well as many places as you can. And then one of the most popular formats on a podcast is the interview style. Having guests on and you ask some questions, you have back and forth conversation. The most popular podcasts in the world are interview based. And what this allows you to do is tap into their networks. You can have them share the episode with their followers. Then as you get more and more popular and you have better and better guests, your audience will continue to grow as well. You get more exposure completely for free to their audience as well. And it really helps you grow your audience a lot and viewers a lot faster, leveraging your guest network. And what you can do is you can have a piece of content or a part of the episode as part of a bonus piece of content that they can get through a sign up. So you can drive people to a certain clip or a bonus conversation and have them sign up. So that's one way you can potentially capture or have some offer around the guest interview that you've had. Or maybe they're offering some sort of resource as well. And then you can have them on their website, capture their email and phone list, and then maybe you share that data and have that you both can take credit for it and add those to your list as well. So that wraps it up for maximizing your list with content marketing. This concludes part 4 of our series. We've explored the dynamic role of content marketing in growing your email list through blogs, videos, and podcasts. You learn how to create engaging content that not only attracts attention, but also drives subscriptions. We've delved into strategic content creation, the integration of effective calls to action, and the power of leveraging guest influence to maximize your reach and impact. Remember, the goal of content marketing is not just to inform, but also to convert. By providing value and maintaining a consistent call to action, you can transform casual viewers and listeners into loyal subscribers. Now let's look ahead to part 5. We will dive into email marketing strategies for list engagement. In the next part, we'll explore the more sophisticated strategies to enhance your email marketing campaigns, including segmentation, personalization, and automation. These techniques will help you not only grow your list further, but also engage more deeply with your subscribers. And if you want to be notified when this episode comes out, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel or subscribe to our blog. Go to giantpartners.com/blog and subscribe there. We post all of our videos and podcasts and content as blogs on our website as well. And if you found this helpful, be sure to share it and like it so more people can see it. If you have any questions regarding this or have any feedback, drop those in the comments. I'll be happy to reply and answer those for you. And that wraps up for today. And we'll see you next time.